But we're going to begin now by addressing some of the nutrient deficiency problems. And then after that, I'm going to address some of what we refer to as trigger foods and healthy eating principles. And lastly, we're going to discuss some of the chemical triggers. And a trigger is simply any substance. Could be a food, could be a chemical, could even be a pet. Somebody's allergic to cats in a different way than we're used to. Instead of stuffing up their head, they go into a house with cats and their behavior goes out. So a trigger is simply a substance that elicits an undesirable reaction in your child or an undesirable behavior. With some of these, it is simply a matter of strictly avoiding the substance that is harmful to the child's biochemistry. Very, very simple. We have to identify what they are, and we cut them out so they're no longer something that the child is exposed to. With others, we need to use certain supplements that will aid in the child's body's ability to deal with these offending substances, to better be able to detoxify certain chemicals so that they get out more quickly. Always remember that what I'm giving you is an exceptional guide, but that nothing is written in stone. It is always possible that your child may have a trigger substance that I'm not going to mention on this video. I will discuss the ways that you can use to help determine what some of these triggers might be as far as special diets and then bringing foods in to see if they cause a problem or bringing chemicals in your quest to get your child well. But this video cannot cover everything. There are too many individual differences from person to person. No published scientific research has ever shown that eating a standard, healthy, wholesome diet, which is not even definable, whatever that means, that this would supply all the nutrients necessary for sustaining a healthy, disease-free, nice, level emotional life for an adult or a child. In fact, there have been numerous studies that have looked at what deficiencies might people have, adults and children, if they're eating what is considered to be a very, very healthy diet. And they always find numerous vitamin deficiencies, numerous mineral deficiencies in the entire public. There isn't a single study that can back up what physicians and dietitians are still being taught in medical school today, which is that on a healthy diet, we don't need supplements. Not a single study has ever been able to prove that. We need supplements simply to be able to get rid of deficiencies that everybody has some of. Many of the nutrient deficiencies that need to be addressed and corrected can be tested for with the ion panel that I discussed it earlier from Metametrics Clinical Laboratories. So there are some that can actually be tested for. Others can be tested in a fairly simple way with a properly trained medical or health professional that understands how to use applied kinesiology, which in simple terms is referred to as muscle testing. I have a 3-hour video on the subject that will actually teach it to you well enough that you can use it with your children to be able to locate things that are either harmful or helpful for them. There is truly no limit to the number of nutrients that your child might be deficient in or substances that might be triggers for them. So it's helpful to be able to find any way that can locate these.